Hi, it's Evelyn, and I want to tell you all about my Get Connected course. So, the Get Connected course is actually our original course at Awesome Training. Been running it now for about 7 years. It is now a 30-hour course which we deliver over 5 days online from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. with obviously breaks and lunches included. We've got three main aims with this course. It's to support clinicians and educators to meet the needs of autistic clients, those of you who are supporting autistic clients socially. Our second aim would be to provide alternatives to harmful social skills training. And our third is to educate people about autistic rights. And we'll talk about that later on. Um, this course is designed over 5 days because the first few days are setting the scene and then really letting you spread your own wings as we come to the end of the course, where you will leave this course with so many tools, so many ideas, so that you can make tailor made sessions for your autistic clients, whether you do one-to-one sessions or whether it's in a group setting. So included in the Get Connected course are 5 days of training. You also get a reflective journal to help you throughout the course. We've also including a 50-page guide on running groups and all the issues that might pop up and things that you can do to make your groups run smoothly. And that's where having 20 years of working with kids came in really handy. So I was able to put this guide together for you to cover nearly every eventuality. And then also, as well as that, you get free membership to our awesome directory, so people can come onto our website and find you. You'll be listed as someone who's trained with us. You also get ongoing support, so we have like monthly meetups for our directory members. And then also, you'll have tons of recommended resources. You'll have access to the recordings for the duration of the course, and then you'll also get your certificate of completion. So the Get Connected course is ideal for speech and language therapists, play therapists, educators, psychologists, basically anybody who's working with autistic children and teens in a clinical or educational setting. So just to give you a little insight into what happens. So day one, we talk about like what is autism, what is it to be autistic, and what's the difference between those two things, and how do people's attitudes to autism affect autistic people, because we really want you as a practitioner to understand the experiences of our autistic young people and how other people's attitudes influence their everyday lives. Then we look at social skills training, and it's, the mental health consequences of it, because as a practitioner you may have children who've gone through social skills training, and you'll need to know, I suppose, and take these things into account when you're supporting them in your setting. Also, we look at the prejudice. This is the rights bit, the prejudice that and the trauma that autistic kids and teens regularly experience, and how to be mindful of that, and how to recognize that, and how to help them with that. And then also we look at the different things that impact an autistic child's ability to communicate. And this is where we start working with my 6 S's of social interaction. So we start to see that neurology is really only a tiny part of what influences our interaction. And we start to look at all the other things that influence our interaction. And the good news is there's so many things there that you as a neuro-affirming practitioner can start to support your client with. Then we move on to the differences between autistic and neuroconformative communication and look at the myths around social skills. And I use that word neuroconformative, that's my word, because I don't really think there's like autistic and non-autistic communication. I think it's more that certain people conform to certain ways of communicating. And if we look at it that way, we actually kind of maybe can really break down what's happening in communications. And then we start looking at autistic culture and communication, and then also the language of autistics, which is stimming, versus the autism, the way people perceive kind of autism and our language and our way of communicating. And then we look at ways that people can things that people can do to change the social environment. And part of being a neuro-affirming practitioner is often educating people around that child, around parents and schools, and helping them to change that kid's social environment. So before we let you free to spread your wings, we start doing a little bit more together as a group. And the wonderful thing is that we have different practitioners coming to the course. We're all adult learners. We're all learning together. We're all bringing different perspectives and different ideas. So we start looking at how we can teach our clients about neuro-conformative language and culture so that we can help our clients to maybe break down what's happening in situations and be less confused. And then also, obviously, a huge important part is teaching kids about self-advocacy, boundaries, and healthy relationships. And throughout the course, and particularly in the 50-page guidebook, we talk about how these can obviously be standalone sessions, but also that advocacy, boundaries, and healthy relationships kind of flow through all of the sessions, that they're core messages that should be in everything that we do as neuro-affirming practitioners. Then we look at supporting your autistic clients to be themselves, fostering that sense of self, letting them embrace their neurodivergence, talk about their culture, get a real understanding of this, introduce them to maybe role models, really supporting autistic clients to be themselves and to be themselves unapologetically. And that obviously links in with building confidence and how we do that and how we, run our groups, or maybe if we run a one-to-one, different ways that we can do that. And then day 4 is where we start looking at the neuro-affirming resources that are out there at the moment, what we can take from those, and then really how we can go it alone and start creating our own. And this is like something I really want to do, because I really believe that people are wonderfully creative, and if we just have confidence in ourselves, we can come up with fantastic ideas and fantastic strategies. So I want you to leave this course with a tool bag full of ideas and lots of different things that you can do with your clients, whether it's one-to-one or in a group setting. So this is where we start brainstorming, and we start working on case studies, and we start working through the different strategies that we can use and things that are tailor-made for our clients. Because even when I write my books, I'm writing for a general audience. It's really important that we make our sessions are built around what are that group or that person needs at that time, rather than following something that's predetermined. So that's it. And then we have some fun on the last day. We share all our ideas, we work on the case studies, and we see what everyone's come up with. And that's when we start, I suppose, our journey then, taking the ideas that we have from the course out into your practice. And as I said, after the course, there's ongoing support from Awesome Training. You become part of our directory, you become part of our community, and we absolutely love meeting people every month to hear about their journeys and their successes, and to be there if somebody has a question as well. So if you need any more information, pop us an email, hello@awesometraining.com.